Can you guys hear that fan going in the background or not?
Nah, you're good. What's up, everybody?
Okay.
It's the Squeegee Live podcast. I'm here with Mark, my boyfriend. Um,
Yeah.
Larry Crook. And
Special guest
Jason
because I
Lehman.
won.
Yeah, special guest
Jason
Larry
as
Crook.
well. Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
How's it going?
You know.
Is everyone sweating their balls off?
Yes, same shit, different day, man. You know how it goes.
Yeah. I'm excited for fall to come along. I'll tell you that, and I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with fall coming. I'm not okay with freezing my ass off, but you know.
You'll be crying in about 10 weeks. Like, it's a cold morning. Get out there.
Out working, I don't think about it so much. I'll just keep drinking and go, man, it's hot. But when I get home, you got to peel me off the couch to get me to do anything else. You know what I'm saying?
I bet. Yeah, that Florida heat is like, wow.
Yeah, pretty brutal.
You guys are, 90s every day, pretty much?
Yeah, we were like 98 the other day and no breeze. It's not so bad if you have a breeze, but being quiet. But, we will, we got to deal with it.
I'll quit bitching about 80 then. Fuck.
Right.
Me.
Yeah.
90. Son of a bitch, man. I couldn't handle that shit.
So could you see the sirens with the raid from your house, Mark, or what? Are you?
No.
You're in West Palm, right?
Yeah, I'm about 8 to 10 miles west of Mar-a-Lago, straight line. It's pretty much. I used to drive by it at least once a week.
Yeah.
When I was on the island, and then after Trump left office, there's always a lot of security out there and stuff. And just driving by it, it's like there's always like a tent out there, like one of those pop-up things, and security's there, and But
yeah, he's got SEAL teams guarding his ass.
Oh yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
He has to.
The funny thing about Palm Beach, when you go over there, like a Porsche is a daily drive around Palm Beach. When you come to the lights, you just see all these high-end cars everywhere you go down there.
Yeah, it's very,
That's
very.
one thing I noticed.
Yeah.
Especially in Palm Beach on that sliver there. But they know where to put their property years ago, because that sucker.
To everyone
right
that's
out,
asking where Jacob
right
is, Jacob is not here. So, sorry.
Jacob's at the Huge, right?
No, he left already, I guess. That's what he
Did he?
says anyways. I don't know.
So, Jason, it's hot out there, too?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And my wife sent me something the other day, and it's supposed to be up into the triple figures here in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
And I can't handle it at 80. I'm like, fuck me.
Yeah, we were at, I think we tied a 26, or what, since 1926, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I think it was 100. I don't know.
That's miserable. Hey, TJ, I see your 04 blog. How do you deal with sand? Or do you get a lot of sand over where you do stuff on the lake?
What? Say that one more time.
Do you get a lot of sand blowing up on your glass and windows and frames when you do a lot of? And that goes for you too, Mark. How about you?
Yeah, I do. I just rinse it off first.
Okay.
The worst thing we deal with is after a hurricane, because all the fibrous debris. Because palm trees have a lot of fibers up in the nut of the tree, and that stuff sticks. I break out the boar's hair brush, old school mahogany block boar's hair, for that week of the after a hurricane. But sand, I had an estate home that had glass railings around the patio, and then we had a small hurricane, like 110 miles an hour, and it ruined all the glass because the dry sand literally sandblasted the glass.
Wow.
They're like, can you fix that? I'm like, it's not worth fixing.
Yeah, I've got a house that I do monthly. And their glass over the years that I've done it, you can see the sand blasted.
Yeah. If you look at angles, you can see the white haze with nuts
just like
sitting
a
in the glass.
sandblast tank getting sprayed up.
Yeah.
I know Jason sent me photos and stuff. It's like, holy shit! That's like, what is that? It's just we don't really have that here. It's just some spiders, some bugs, nothing major.
It does look
a lot of
like
artillery fungus stuff.
Yeah.
Jason, do you get artillery fungus out there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. And that's mainly when you get bark around the house, when they put that bark around the house.
Yeah, it's always there.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I know I've got bark around the house, I have to automatically look for it.
Guaranteed.
And
Yep.
if you let the windows down, I do them enough to where the brush can take it off, but I have to wet the window down. I try to, if I have to get the scraper out to do it, it's because they do it once a year,
Yep.
and yeah, and it's only on a few windows, but yeah, that bark, they put that bark down, and you get that shit all over.
I did a house the other day. It was totally plastered with it. Just you can hear it just go, just line them all up, and they come right off.
Are those little black dots?
Yeah, the little black tar dots. The guy that invents that shit will never work a day in his life. Dude, there's nothing that dissolves that, right?
No,
that I know.
Not that I've ever seen.
I mean, you can get it off the glass, but you're not gonna get the frames off.
We get it a lot here around palm trees. If you have palm trees near the building, for whatever reason, it seems to accumulate around palm trees, and yeah,
maybe because of the mulch. The base of the trees are covered in mulch. Probably.
You could even, what takes them off better than anything. You just don't have enough of it. Is your fingernails.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, either a plastic scraper or metal scraper, but I've yet to find any form of Scotch-Brite brush or pad that removes that.
I've heard some people with a magic eraser. I don't know. What are you going to do? Go around the whole fucking house and take these dots off? I don't think so.
When you put your fingernail on them, it takes some effort to get them to dust off.
It's like the first layer, and then there's like the little tar underneath it, Yeah.
The worst part is when you do a newer job and it's full of it, and you scrape it all off or get it all off, however you plan to, and then you figure, okay, that's cool because I won't have to deal with it again, and you come back 2 months later and it's all back. You know what I'm saying? I hate that stuff. But I don't know of anything that softens it.
I don't know.
Well, I pre-wet my windows and but I go back. But you got to scrub that. Either scrub the shit out of it, or use like a bronze wool on it if you don't want to use a scraper, because and then what it does is it knocks the top off and it leaves that little black dot behind, and you're gonna have to scrape it.
Yeah.
That's the worst for me. It's almost like taking paint off.
Yeah.
I used the Battle Cat today on some really big panes with some walnut pad.
Yeah.
Worked well. That's like my go-to when the brush doesn't do it. Go to that Battle Cat. Works well.
Yeah, it does a good job.
Good tool. Pivot action's nice on it. I like it.
Yeah.
It's still to me, it's kind of heavy. I don't know.
It is.
I'm getting old. What can I tell you?
I had Mike custom build me a 36-inch one.
Wow.
And I've got this upside down glass that's over it's the glass covering over a patio, and it's 13, 14 feet up, and then it sits on wood beams with copper flashing on it. And the problem is that the copper's oxidizing and trashing the glass because it's on the beach.
Oh, sure.
But there's a gap between the glass and the copper
off
about an inch. So if you take that 36-inch and you put it up sideways and turn it, it'll sit on top of the copper, and then you just scrub it. But it's so cumbersome. You can get about 2 windows done and your shoulders are on fire. Like, oh my God, I don't think this was a good idea.
Yeah, those heavy brushes, they're great, but my God, you got to, at the end of the day, your ass kicked.
They will give you an ass kicking. That's for sure.
I think the best place.
Take it from me.
I think the best place for a big heavy brush is on a pole where you're trying to do 40, 45 feet, because it keeps the weight.
Yeah, right.
Brush. Because if you remember the old school aluminum tucker brush would splay the bristles just leaning on the glass because it was so heavy.
Just rest that sucker on there and just roll it.
Now everybody wants 50 feet and 6 pounds, and then once by the top of the windows are dirty, downstroke, you lose your contact.
Yeah.
But
that's the issue with lighter poles, because they don't allow the brush to even if you have a light brush.
Yeah.
The heavier pole at least does the work. All you're doing is lifting it.
Yes.
That's why I don't like lighter poles. And when I got the pole I use, I won't say the brand because I don't. But the pole I use is got that weight to it, to where it puts whatever brush I'm using.
Yeah.
It just puts the weight on the brush, and I don't have to work as hard. It's more efficient to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, how come you don't wear glasses, you motherfucker? You're 56. What the hell?
I know, but well, if I have to wear reading glasses when I work in the office or whatever.
Yeah.
But I still got pretty good vision for street signs and stuff like that. But,
I turned into the blind man about 10 years ago. It's like, I hate them.
Doesn't it
man.
suck? It's just all downhill. It's all downhill. Dude, I was nervous when I had to renew my driver's license right after COVID, and I was actually driving on a expired license. I got pulled over, and I'm like, dude, I can't get an appointment for 4 months. What are you talking about? Anyway, I was actually nervous when I did the eye test if I should put my cheaters on or not, and I'm like, but I aced it. It's just
nice.
Give me a pill bottle. I'm never going to read the directions without my phone zooming in.
Good for you.
It's pretty sad when you go to the store and you pick up a bottle of something and you have to take your phone out to zoom in on it, take a picture of it and zoom in.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I can't go anywhere. I got several pairs.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is,
Yeah.
It's probably been 10 years at least, probably even longer than that. But,
nothing's getting artillery mold fungus off glass besides a scraper, and there ain't no chemical knocking that off of there.
No.
Yeah, not that I know of.
So just
that's the dude that invents that is all over.
Yeah. Go ahead and just get your scraper out because nothing else is gonna work.
Yeah.
You get one of two things out. You get the scraper out, or you get the Squeegee Life towel out and just detail the artillery fungus because it's gonna drip.
The Squeegee Life towel is a good towel, boys. Let me tell you, works great. Love it.
Glad you like it.
Yep.
So
really
has anyone asked you, as Mark, probably not, but
what's that?
Why should people know who you are?
Me?
You invented something, correct? Kinda. You were selling something somewhat.
Yeah, I was selling that storm station years ago, and now I don't clean storm windows. If I can't use a fucking paw on it, I don't want to know about it.
So if anybody watching knows or will future in the later cases be listening to this, Larry is the guy that brought you the storm station, which was pretty cool.
It needed a few adjustments. It works well.
It was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
There's no way to get them off of house surfaces.
I just
you get it on siding or anything like that. Artillery mold fungus ain't coming off. So again,
no way.
You're gonna fuck the siding up before you're gonna get
spend the rest of your life out on your house trying to remove your artillery fungus.
Yeah.
So, anyone doing anything fun this summer or what? Any going to shows or what?
Nope, no shows for me. I guess Jacob said he went to the huge convention and it sucked, so he left. But everybody's in the chat asking where he's at, so I don't know if it's just a big goof or what. I don't know.
Seeing any bands or anything or what?
Nah, man. I'm be honest with you. All I do this time of year is work.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to see Kid Rock next week up in Massachusetts.
Oh yeah.
I saw Kid Rock about 5 years ago, man. He puts on a great show.
I'm excited to see him. I really am.
You have never seen him?
Never seen him.
His band has like 20 people in it.
I know. He's got a freaking whole orchestra, that dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty talented, I tell you. And once you look underneath, everyone says, "Oh yeah," but when you start looking at some of his music, he's quite the songwriter,
Well, not only that, musician as well, believe it or not, because at some point in time in the concert at the one I went to, he played every instrument. He grabbed a bass, he sat behind the drums, and played one song of every piano, every instrument. I mean, I was not a huge Kid Rock fan, and then I saw him, and I was like, "Holy shit, this guy is good,"
Guess who's opening up for him?
Who?
You'll know, because you're an '80s child. Foreigner. They're in their '70s.
Yeah. Oh my God. Get the wheelchairs out.
Yeah.
Right?
So it should be good.
Yeah. I hope they still sound good. Is it still Foreigner, or is it
I don't know. I didn't really look into it. I'm just whatever.
Yeah.
It's a night out. Have some fun.
There you go.
So, yeah, we're going up and then we'll stay over and come back the next day.
Yeah.
'Cause that's like, I think it's an hour and a half north from me here.
Okay.
Fortunately, he wasn't coming to Hartford, so gotta go to Mass.
Yeah.
Gotta go where he's going,
right?
Yep.
I remember several years ago, he was on Stern, and he's like, "How are you selling tickets to your concerts for like $15?" And he goes, "What's the difference?" He goes, "First of all, I want everybody to be able to see my show that thinks concerts are expensive, and concert tickets are 70, $80 usually,
Yep.
depending on where you're going to sit." And he goes, "I'd rather have 30,000 people there than 15,000 at twice the price." He goes, "Let everybody enjoy it," but puts on a good show.
Yeah, he doesn't really. Well, he doesn't get any airplay other than his few hits because his music's just a little too,
Some of it's over the edge, but I will say I'm not a huge fan of the rap part of it, but the rock part of it, I really enjoy that.
Yeah, he kind of mixes it all in there. He's got some country
Yeah.
in there too.
Yeah,
I like to go see country shows too.
I want to go see Aaron Lewis. Bad.
I'm not familiar. Who's Aaron Lewis?
He was from Stained. Now he sings country.
I don't know who he is, huh? Okay.
Yeah, look him up. As soon as you look up Aaron Lewis and Stained, you'll recognize it right away. He's got a very monotone voice, but it's amazing.
Aaron Lewis. Huh.
Boy, this is fucking the snooze fest.
Yeah.
It's everything I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, great.
Bunch of fucking old dudes talking. Hey, it's cold outside. My back hurts.
You're lucky
I can't believe you don't wear bifocals, Mark.
Yeah.
How are your bowel movements in the morning? Jesus,
something's going on.
Christ.
I'm seeping. I don't know what it is. So
we can't.
So Larry, do you still? You don't have to give anything away here, information wise. But do you still dabble around and invent or come up with tools for our industry?
I'm always doing something. I'm just I'm using my own brush right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I've been using that for probably 3 years now, and I'm working on that.
Yeah.
Nice.
I like dabbling with stuff. That's all. And I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody. I'm just doing my thing. You know what I mean? I love spending time in the garage and doing stuff.
The best kind
of. No, that's awesome.
The best kind of.
I don't do anything with reaching anymore. Nope. It's over with.
Yeah, the best kind of.
I got booted from a room there, so that's good. See ya.
Yeah.
No big deal.
You know what? I'm just going to say this. We don't need to discuss much about it, but that company could have been so much more. Because there was a lot of innovation. And then when we find out down the line where the innovation came from outside sources, that did or didn't get screwed around kind of takes away from it. But, you got to commend some of the ingenuity. But at the same time, if the foundation's not right, then obviously it's not a good fit for everybody.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Larry, you primarily do residential, or you do
residential?
Yeah. Yep. How long you been cleaning windows?
Let's see. All right, here we go. I've been self-employed my whole life. I had a painting business for nearly 30 years. Very successful at it. That just ended. My brother and I worked together for a long time. We were like, okay, this is good. We had enough of this. And I've been cleaning windows for about 7 years now.
Uh-huh.
I like it because I made way more money painting. There's no question about it, but it's long commitments.
Yeah.
And I like the window cleaning. I like because it's just in and out, and there's not a lot of customer time.
Yeah.
So, in and out.
Yeah.
I really like that part of it. And it's nice to work clean because, when you paint, well, you're painting. So
yeah,
that's, So when I go to a job, I can always say, fucking painter, what did he do with this? Things sprayed out. I can get away with that because I was a painter.
Yeah. No, I hate painting anything residential or even my own house. I actually outsourced the outside of the house. I was just so over it. I was like, well, I'll pressure clean it and you guys paint it. And we have a lot of stucco down here, so everything has to be sprayed and back rolled and everything else. Now, give me a dent in a car fender. I love to take a whack and do automotive painting.
You're the auto guy. Yeah, I've done some automotive too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
we used to have a shop. We did a lot of furniture finishing as well. So
yeah,
I'm familiar with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I inhaled a lot of shit, let me tell you.
Yeah, that's the bad thing. I mean, yeah, you can have a short life.
Little formaldehyde there in some of those products.
Yeah. We were spraying all grip epoxy primer, which actually has cyanide in it to help it dry.
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
It'll stay on because it's nasty shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So.
Yeah, a lot of chemicals that are really bad.
I mean, basically, I service, professional people here. The usual BMW family, and then we service the New York weekenders that come up here. That's pretty much it. That's it.
Now, you and your brother still work together? Or?
No. He does upholstery.
Okay.
My son's helping me now because I had 2 back surgeries this year.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just grateful to be moving around and walking, man. I'll tell you that was hell.
Yeah.
I finally had to have fusion done the second time.
And that can go horribly wrong, I've heard.
Oh yeah, I had a good surgeon. I got titanium in my back now. It's working great.
Wow.
So God willing, everything will keep going that way.
Right.
I'm too early to retire. I got some more time to do.
Yeah. Exactly.
You guys feeling well? Any pains? We're pushing that ball around or no?
Mm-hmm. I'll feel it the next day, depending on what I'm doing. But, you clean windows long enough, you kind of get that muscle memory for doing it. Just kind of, slow and steady, or I should say steady wins the race. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, what about you, Jace? Any ailments going on in there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for just a fat bastard. That's all I got.
Do you sit on the edge of the bed every morning like a 72 Buick warming up before you get moving?
No. If I get right up and get the hell moving, because if I don't, I won't get moving.
Yeah.
No, I have to get up and go because I sit down and I'm done. Just like I was surprised Larry's still up. If I sit down for any length of time, I'm asleep.
Yeah. At least I made it to the show tonight. I could have passed out by now.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are 3 hours ahead of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you booking the residentials over there in Ohio? DJ?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was just checking.
Booking the residentials?
Yeah, all the time, every day.
Good. Great.
That's most of my work in the summer and in the spring.
Hey, TJ, who do you got for this weekend in UFC?
I haven't been following along, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't.
I haven't bought a pay-per-view yet this year, but
I haven't bought one since the last one Conor McGregor was in. So.
Oh fuck! That's a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
Damn.
No. There just no one interests me. I think Kamaru Usman is a fucking twat, so I don't want to see him fight.
He's
the lighter weight division.
Steroids.
Yeah, the lighter weight divisions, like all of the fighters are like forgetful. I don't, the dudes that they should be putting on pay-per-views like Patty and Sugar Sean, I should say.
Yeah.
All the fighters I want to see are like undercard guys, and I just, these champions they got now have no charisma. I don't care to see them fight. You know what I mean? It's like it's a snooze fest. Kind of like this podcast, fucking snooze fest.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. It's fucking listen,
what
man.
You're gonna do?
I didn't figure. I thought maybe there might be another young person on here, but nope. 3 old ass fucking dudes.
Okay.
And it shows. It fucking shows.
Come on.
Fucking shows, dude. To everyone, including Jason, if you ordered something from SqueegeeLife.com, I just want to let you guys know. I don't know if it's because of the time of year, being that it's still hot out or whatever. But sweatshirts are not happening right now on the website. Like most colors are not in. Like it's like they have black.
Oh, really?
It's like they have black shirts up to like extra large, and then fucking like some gray shirts. It's like the bigger sizes. You can't get no bigger sizes. You can't get any hoodies. There's not even hoodies on the main menu to create a product. That's how bad.
Well,
they have nothing.
Dumbass running.
Yeah, they have no. There's nothing. There's no. I can't even like to print. Like I got a couple people that I've asked. Like my cousins asked for shirts. You know what I mean? Hey, can you make me some shirts? I was like, yeah, I'll get some vinyl and we'll cut you some shirts or whatever. And can't get no fucking t-shirts, man.
Oh, I was on there last night.
These fucking they ain't letting these fucking Chinamen fucking work or something. I don't fucking know. Get them fucking Chinamen's back in the Orientals back in the fucking factory. You know what I mean?
Well, it's all going to be better because they just passed the Inflation Act. So
dude, they've armed the IRS.
It's going to be great.
Listen, man, they've armed the fucking IRS. I don't know. Have you seen any of the videos of those fucking goofballs running around in the back of that middle school trying to learn how to fuck? Oh, my God, dude.
Holy moly, man.
Listen.
We're in some fucking wild times.
I don't know if we're in some wild times. I mean, I don't know why. It's cool for... they're not even good at handling firearms. They've never touched a gun in their life. Some of these people, like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing, man?
We're giving money to Ukraine and we're hiring those people. Okay, that sounds like a good plan.
How come we don't hear nothing about Ukraine anymore? They find something else.
There you go.
A monkey pop.
Because the gentleman ran to China. We said no to money, and so what he did is went to the CCU or TCP to get money from them.
Yeah.
Listen,
Trump's, they got to get Trump down. So that's what they're working on right now.
We are fucked.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, you ain't shitting.
They can't. Dude, they're arming the IRS because they're about to default on all their fucking loans, dude.
Well, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get rid of the dollar.
They're trying to get they're trying to get the rest of our fucking money. It's not that it's not as if you've not given enough. We want fucking more because we're in trouble, and we can't fucking do anything. Right?
Hey, isn't that what George Carlin said?
Yeah, you're not in the club.
George Carlin has said a lot of things. Yeah. That were true. Now there's shit. And not for nothing, but I used to be really big back before he was kicked off of YouTube and shit and social media altogether. I was a real big Alex Jones listener, man, and I didn't listen to every fucking. I mean, some of his shows were just absolutely fucking ridiculous, but
yeah.
There are some things that dude talked about. I would say about 80 to 90% of the shit that dude had talked about has all come true. That's the craziest fucking thing about every bit of this.
That's exactly right.
There was a lady on fucking TV show not too long, like maybe 2010 with Jesse Ventura, saying that they were going to come after us with a fucking with a virus and shit. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to make us all get inoculated, and then bam, this shit comes out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. Like I have no faith in what's gonna happen moving forward. The only thing we can hope for is that monkeypox don't fucking shut down our elections. My mother-in-law got an absentee ballot form sent to her in Ohio.
Really?
Yes.
Already?
Yes. She's like, I thought we were voting in person. I was like, you do vote in fucking person, man. I would save that ballot, magnetize it to the refrigerator, go down to your fucking polling station, walk in there with it and be like, I don't want to use this. I want to vote in fucking person. Show them your ID.
Wow.
Ohio's got super secure elections, though. You can't vote in Ohio without a fucking ID. We don't fuck around. They scan your ID in that bitch. Like I stick my driver's license in there. They take a picture of it. They scan the back of it, and I get my card. They asked me, "Are
Yeah,
you
you
hooty
guys
hoo?" And
got
I'm
some
like,
good gun
"Hooty hoo."
carrying laws too, and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
yeah. It's
I
called
like that.
"Just Carry a Gun" is what it's called.
I love that. I'm so jealous.
You know, and you can just, as long as you can pass a background check to buy a firearm, you can carry one.
Wow. Oh man, that's you're not
But
doing that
this
here. I'll tell
Ohio
you
is,
that.
everybody gives Ohio shit, but Ohio's a fuck around to find out state. It always has been. I mean, it was Democratic for a long time. This was a blue state for a very long time. But I feel like Ohio is a prime example of how politics has changed. If you don't look at Ohio, which was primarily a blue state forever, this is a Democratic state. Blue, because of all the factory jobs. I mean, there was a lot of factories, UAW. It was big time up here.
Sure.
And my grandfather voted Democrat every single time. You know what I mean? That was what you did. You know what I mean? And
this and your grandfather's
now, but the Democratic Party is not what it used to be. You know what I mean? No. It's not, what it was in the 80s and the 90s. It's not what it's something completely different now.
I know one thing. Some serious shit's going down pretty soon.
So I mean, Ohio flipping red is a thermometer for the country. Like, people are fucking, our values haven't changed. There's nothing changed about it. I just feel like there's a contingent out there that just feel a certain way and don't understand that it's okay to feel that way, but we all don't need to feel like that with you. You know what I mean? We don't have to fucking agree with it. So if you disagree with it, and if you are I don't know how to say it. If you are, outspoken, or, not necessarily proud, but if you're outspoken about who you are or your values or anything like that, people get on that side of the fence get really pissed off. Like, if you don't validate their feelings, you're a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And, I don't know, maybe being like a child of the 80s, it's like, man, nobody validated my fucking feelings. I was like in 6th grade. I had a key to the fucking house on a string around my neck. That's no bullshit. That's like legitimate. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So, really, it's, when I was younger, you grew up differently. I think this newer generation here is just like, they grew up in their rooms and all they have is feelings. They've never, you know what I mean? They've never fallen off a bike and scraped their knee 3 miles from home. You know what I mean? They don't,
Well, things are a lot different. When I was in school, if you were getting bullied, you get off the bus and beat the shit out of each other. Now they do it online and then they go shoot the place up.
Right? No, I don't even feel like that's to me. That's not even. I mean, I know what you're saying, but to say that, you shouldn't say that, because that's really a rarity. It's not as, you know what I mean, just for a kid to get pissed off and go shoot a school up. It's got more to do with antidepressants and shit like that, in my opinion. And it seems like the majority of them are on antidepressants. But most kids don't. Like my daughters, when they were in school, they weren't, all like boo-hooey about this person this or this person that. You know what I mean? And maybe it just could be, how I raised them. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. Unfortunately, it's the what is it? The loud minority is what it is. It's not very. There's not very many of those people that are just super fucking loud about it. You know what I mean? They need to get on CNN and stand in the middle of the fucking road and do goofy shit.
I mean, from what I see, for instance, we were out at a customer's house the other day, and the typical BMW family, they got all the fucking toys and shit.
Yeah.
I don't live in that town because I don't want to live in that town because that's just not my thing. But
I just smoked a whole bleezy to the face.
The kids fucking, the kids are in their rooms. They're on their fucking Apple fucking computers.
Yep.
They're not doing anything. I'm like, why are these kids here? The kid's got a brand new car in the fucking driveway, and I walk in on him, because the old man was fucking having a chewing for the young kid, and he looks at me, I walk in, it's a little fucking awkward. Oh, sorry, whatever. Kid goes out, and he's just like, oh, holy shit, we're in this fucking phase, you know what I mean? He's doing it. And I go, well, that's my son outside there. He's fucking cleaning windows. Fucking summer job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right. That's why your kids ain't doing shit, because they're not fucking doing anything.
Yeah, you're not.
It's just they're so fucking spoon-fed. Yep. I didn't grow up that way in the 80s. You know, my old man was on my ass. He'd be fucking making noise in the house saying, get the fuck up and get out there and do something.
I need me a fucking.
And I sound like an old man saying that, but it just was the way it was. You know what I mean?
Fucking like all.
And
they
wonder why the kids are fucking troubled with her, because they're just so spoon fed all the time.
Yep. Everyone gets a trophy.
Kids in fucking high school with a brand new car.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure he paid for that.
Right. Now there's no appreciation when that happens.
Yeah.
You know.
And he's bitching to me about it because his son left, and he's like, you know, because my kids are much older. One's already out of college. One's in college. But, well, there's your problem, dude. You're, you know, you should be out fucking side doing something.
Right. Right.
They're just paying for this. They're paying. I don't know. That's the way I see it anyways.
No, I think you're right.
It's too fucking easy.
Yeah.
Parents got to back off.
Parents got to let them get hurt.
Yeah, you got to get fucking hurt. You know, you got to.
Yeah. You know, my parents
get that
like,
summer job and get your ass busted and have a fucking guy be a dick to you, and you know.
My dad was the type of guy that here's the butter knife, go stick it in the top. Let's see if he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Is that what happened, Jason?
Yeah, no, not my dad, my fucking brothers. I'm number 9 and 10.
Wow.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, again, I talked to my older brothers. I'm fucking, how the fuck did I make it out of to adulthood?
Yeah.
You know, some of the shit we did is like, fuck me. You know.
Yep, I got 2 older brothers. We had a good time.
You know, my brother moved to Alabama. They got open carry down there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, he can wear any gun he wants into the stores.
I bet crime rate is lower there in that area.
Oh, yeah. I bet it is too.
Yeah.
It was like that guy in that package store the other night. You see that one on TV?
Yep.
Got a fucking slug in that thing. He took the guy's arm right off.
Yep.
I was like, yep, well, he won't be doing that again. He was crying like a little baby getting into that car.
Right.
Yep. That takes care of that problem.
Well, that's what needs to happen, is they need to get their asses kicked, you know?
Yep.
And until they do, they're going to keep crying, you know?
Yep.
You know, I these kids that didn't get taught to work, you know, just like Joshua, I'm glad I love it seeing his kids and taking pictures of them working. It's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his kids working young, and they'll probably take over his business shortly out of school.
Who?
So,
Josh.
I don't see his posts.
Oh.
I can't hear you, Jason. You're in the fishbowl, man.
Casualties of war.
How's that?
Oh, here you go. That's much better.
Okay, cool.
Woo! Hour and 20 minutes to go.
Oh, it's a bitch being the young one, isn't it?
No. It's all right. I do okay with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how did the Browns preseason game go with what's his name?
I don't watch it.
Oh, you didn't watch? I didn't either.
Yeah, I quit watching the Browns once they hired a rapist to be quarterback.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Karen's getting on my fucking nerves with that shit. Like, there's dudes been beating women out. They've had on our team. They've had dudes doing a dude. Listen, Dante Stallworth ran over a dude while drunk, killed him, and I was like, no, but you know what I mean. Like, people are just like, listen. The dude was accused of some wild shit. It wasn't true enough for them to prosecute him, to put him in fucking jail. He's a horny, goofy ass fucking dude trying to get hand jobs in massage parlors. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You know what I mean? Like, you went into rubbing somebody's body, and listen, I'm not saying I'm not condoning what he did, because I have a daughter. I'm not condoning what he did. But, however, if homeboy comes in there and says, hey, I want to take my dick all the way out and wear this little tiny Gatorade towel over my dick, all you gotta do is be like, I ain't doing that shit, dog. You know what I mean? Just straight up, just like, I'm not doing that. If you know what I'm saying? If you didn't see dollar signs in your eyes when he's like, I'm gonna have my dick all out, you know what I'm saying? When as a massager, as a professional. This is just my opinion. Like if there's something that I do, like I'm cleaning glass, right, and I see it and I don't feel that it's safe, I'm gonna be like, I'm not doing that. As a professional. So in every profession, if a dude's like, listen, if I want to get booty butt naked, just be like, no, man, no, I don't do that, and then you just move on with life. No, that's not what they did. They're like, okay, that's fine. So you trying to get that fucking money. I'm not saying he should like whipped his dick out and rubbed it on their faces or nothing, or like, stuck it in their hands or tried to, force them to do anything. But the majority of these women went like multiple sessions with the dude. You know what I mean? It's like you knew what he was doing and then tried to get a whole bunch of money afterwards. It's just And not to be a fucking asshole or anything, but it's because he's a fucking black quarterback. That's it. That's the only reason why all these old white women are mad. They're not watching with their kids. No, it's because he's a fucking black guy. Let's be honest. You got old white men fucking doing this same exact thing. Robert Kraft got caught fucking a fucking, getting a blowjob from a masseuse, and that was okay. Them motherfuckers won 3 more fucking Super Bowls after that. Nobody batted a fucking eye.
That's the society we live in. Respect the shield.
And I'm saying this as a Browns fan because I'm like, our fucking quarterback just got fucking screwed over. Ben Roethlisberger was accused of rape. And got a fucking 6-game suspension. Rape! This dude's like, hey, can you give me a hand job? You know what I mean? And they're like, 100-game fucking, that's it. Yo, it's $20 million. You can't play half the season. Are you fucking kidding me? It's fucking ridiculous. And everybody wants to equate, well, there's one guy, he was betting on the game. Listen, Pete Rose bet on the game and ain't in the Hall of Fame. So whoever the fuck that dude, wide receiver
Pete
was.
Rose got totally fucked over.
Pete Rose got fucked over.
That's the biggest crime ever.
Yeah, your fucking dude got, a 16-game fucking suspension from the league. Pete Rose can't never be, he's banned for life for gambling.
I know.
Yeah.
You want to know why? Because sport is supposed to be fair. There's not supposed to be any cheating or anything like that. And I'm not saying that Pete Rose cheated, but what I'm saying is gambling on a sport that you play in, it's not right. You're not supposed to do that, because it's sport.
But it ain't rape.
You know what I mean? But it isn't rape.
Exactly.
So
you think about it now, that's so extreme. But the media does that. It goes after one thing and then it's on to the next.
Yeah, I just think it's the time. I think he got 11 games. An 11-game suspension, and the NFL wants him to pay $5 million, donate $5 million to a charity. I mean, he just signed a $250 fucking million contract or some fucking shit like that.
Yeah. Change.
But that's they're pissed off because he got such a good contract from the Browns, that's his punishment.
Right.
Like,
they're penance.
You know what?
And that's the 11 games, and the 11 games is our fucking franchise's penance for what you're like, so you're gonna go out because what it is it sets a precedence. It sets a precedence for a fucking athlete to be like, I'm not fucking playing here. You won't give me no fucking money. And Deshaun Watson, everybody knows, sat out all of last year. He's like, I'm not playing. You know what I mean? So the NFL's like, all they're trying to do is they're doing everything they fucking can to use this situation to their advantage. Just so happens Watson's first fucking game back to the NFL, his first game is going to be against the Texans. Just so happens.
Oh, no shit.
Just so happens he gets to come back versus the Texans.
Wow.
Tell me that's not some fucking scumbaggery. Come on, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's just ridiculous.
Just like nobody wants to say anything about the women.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I don't want to say anything about the women because I'm not a woman, and they feel a certain way. You know what I mean? Like I don't condone what the dude did.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, I wouldn't personally, as a man, be like, "Hey, man, have my dick all out trying to rub it on people." You know what I mean? That's just me. But some dudes go. They're just like, here's my dick. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Some dudes are just like that. You're like, here's my dick. Touch it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, they did the same thing with Peyton Manning, but they swept it under the rug.
Dude, there are so many athletes that are guilty of this. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. Deshaun Watson ain't going to be the last. Hopefully it's not a white guy. Hopefully it's not a white guy because he'll probably get 2 games served and have to pay a $200 fine if he does it. I'm just saying the way.
The $200 fine is fitting because what you don't know is behind the scenes they fine by the inch.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So the white guy can get away with it, but the black guy can fill a room full of dick.
I just I don't want to get off on a sports tangent or anything, but I'm just bringing that up. It's just like, dude, I think he should have served 8 games. That's my personal opinion. He should have got knocked for half a season. That's my opinion. I think anything over 8 games is egregious. It's fucking bullshit.
What happened with the 6 games?
Oh, the NFL came back today with their ruling saying 11 games, $5 million fines. So it is what it is.
Fucking prick.
And it just so happens that the game he comes back is against the Texans. If that doesn't scream ratings, come on, man. But this is the way I look at it. Everyone hinges our entire season on Deshaun Watson being behind under center, and it's really that all we need is a game manager. We have an awesome running game, an awesome offensive line, and a pretty good fucking defense. So people better get ready.
Don't you have Jacoby Brissett?
And we have Jacoby Brissett, who's a really good quarterback. You know what I mean? So he's not Deshaun Watson, but he's better than short ass bitch ass Baker Mayfield.
Yeah. He's gonna do. I mean, come on. He played for he's an excellent quarterback. I mean, fuck, he'll do the job.
Everyone thinks Baker Mayfield's gonna beat the Browns first game because they play Carolina first game this year. I have a good feeling that he's gonna get sacked a lot. I could be wrong, but I have a feeling he's gonna get sacked a bunch, and it's gonna suck for him.
Well, yeah, I tell you,
our defense is good.
Awesome.
Yeah, our defense is good. We have Jadeveon Clowney. We have a couple of new dudes, rookies in the center, and they're moving bodies in the center right now. We got Jock. We got we got Myles Garrett. We have 2 solid fucking cornerbacks, 2 solid fucking safeties. We got depth there too. So I think we'll still do well. So my whole thing is that's all Cleveland sports is right now is this dude getting his dick touched. That's all we can hear about. And I was like, oh, I'm so funny. He had his wiener out, somebody touched it. You're a professional fucking wiener toucher, man. You rub people for a living. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like you ain't never seen a boner or accidentally touched a dick? Rub it, come on, man. Fuck out of here, dude.
So answer this. When he unveiled this, did they run out of the room or did they partake?
They stayed there.
Of course.
Okay, so yeah, nobody hammered. Nobody forced them.
2 separate.
That's why there's no criminal charges against him.
2 separate grand juries felt that there was no evidence. To support any criminal actions.
Yeah.
So they lost 2 times in court, and they're like, "Fuck it, now we're gonna fucking go after him civilly and get some money out of this motherfucker." That's all this was. That's all it was from the very beginning was fucking money, man. It sucks, but that's the case. I'm not saying the dude, and again, I'm not saying the dude didn't have his dick out and being inappropriate with his dick, but he wasn't forcing anybody to do anything.
Well, he was busy. He had all kinds of women around him. What's he gonna do?
To me,
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, to me,
maybe he was putting on a puppet show. Who knows?
Dude had his fucking hog out, and these fucking they stayed in the room with his hog. You know what I mean? I don't know what to say, dude. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not trying to be a chauvinist pig or anything like that, but I have a good feeling that some of the women in my life and some of the my aunts and everybody, if a dude just like, hey, I got my dick out, they're probably not gonna hang out in the room unless they want to see his dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Don't leave. You're right.
And it just so happens that this dude is a very famous athlete.
Of course.
With a lot of fucking money. It just so happens. So
And I wonder if Bill Burr's going to put this part into his gold digger act.
I probably not. I would doubt that.
I want to make
I
money
doubt
off
that.
of this dick.
I'm just, Bill Burr is a national treasure. The shit he said about the WNBA is fucking comic gold. Yeah. And so true. Oh, yeah. It's funny because it's true. It's funny because it's true. Women's sports fucking sucks. They just do.
Yeah, I saw that comment.
Why don't and all these women that are offended about it, how many fucking WNBA games have you gone to? Shut the fuck up.
Right?
No, you're in the stands trying to give fucking Michael Jordan a fucking massage after the game. That's where the fuck you're at. I said that shit. I'm starting another podcast.
Oh.
What's that one?
With my my buddy Michael Shane Pritchard, the guy that did the G.I. Joe cartoons a long time ago.
Yeah.
Me and Shane are gonna do. We're just gonna do like a current events kind of nerdy fucking podcast. You know what I mean? Just like something off the hip, so I could talk about flat earthers and shit.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that there's nothing in this world that pisses me off more than a flat earther. I would like to take every flat earther in the world, put them in a garbage bag, and hold them under the water of my pool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I despise flat earthers. They disgust me. You disgust me. Well, the earth is flat. It's a dome.
Yeah, but, well, like, as a kid, right? As a kid, the first time you go to the beach, you kind of might subscribe to that because you look into the horizon and it does look like it just drops off. But after 6, I'm kind of thinking you need to educate yourself a little bit.
Yeah, you might want to do a little astronomy.
Right. No, it's going to be a different channel. Subscribe to the Hard Body Karate Hour? The Hard Body Karate Hour.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're just going to go hard body karate, man. I'm hoping I can get Mark on there so we could talk about stuff.
Politics and stuff?
No, yeah, with just the Orientals, fucking people of...
Yeah, I've been known to offend a few.
Yeah,
territory.
Yeah, nothing. It's not gonna be like this. It won't be like this. We're probably gonna, pop. Me and Shane are both fucking nerds. We like to play video games. We like comic books. Which a lot of people probably don't know that about me. But I like video games. I got a PlayStation.
You haven't done any Bigfoot shit lately.
I haven't.
What happened to that?
You know what, man?
The fuck?
After Richie did that one, it was just like, man, Richie should be doing these because I'm not.
Richie set the bar.
He set the bar so fucking high that I just feel like, same way with Wet 'n' Willie. You know what I mean? I feel like as far as internet,
that's great.
As far as YouTube characters go in the window cleaning industry, I don't think fucking Wet 'n' Willie can be topped. That was you know what I mean? He's the best.
Potato chip bag.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Wet 'n' Willie is the best, and. That's just all there is to it.
The wheelchair one was fucking phenomenal too.
Oh, yeah. Back it up, Perry. Dude, he was so fucking pissed off about that, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I wouldn't make jokes about America on America's birthday. I wasn't making jokes about America. I was making jokes about you, you fucking idiot. That's
dude.
Your goofy ass fucking face. Huh? Yes, he did.
He actually said that?
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Who said that?
Perry.
Oh.
The only reason I brought that up is that was on that 04 vlog today. I watched it. I don't get your notifications for your videos anymore.
Dude, I think I'm shadow banned because of the shit we say on this podcast. I'm dead ass honest with you. I do.
Oh.
I got everyone's like, dude, I don't ever get the notifications for your show. I get like after the show, I got friends, family, like sending me messages, guys that, in the window clean. I'm like, oh man, I don't get the notifications.
Did you put a notification for this show?
It's live. We're live right now. What kind of notification, more notification do you need?
Oh, I mean, I didn't see any advertisement.
No. I don't know. I didn't do any advertisement whatsoever because
Oh, okay.
One, I knew it was gonna be a snooze fest. Two, Two, I've been
the
too busy. I've been way too busy. Anyone that's not getting notifications, just go to my YouTube channel and just press the bell and then set the notifications there. Press the bell and make sure that you get all notifications. So when, you know what I mean? Because you've got to do that. I try to tell people that to subscribe to my channel, but they don't ever listen. You have to subscribe and then hit the bell and set your notifications. See, there's a lot of people that get notifications. You just don't know how to work YouTube because you're fucking old. So you said you're testing a new.
Thank you.
So you said you're testing a new brush, right?
Yeah, fucking around with shit.
It's yours, correct?
Yeah.
So
I fucking
do
made
you
it,
plan?
so I guess it's mine, right?
So do you plan on? I mean, if everything works out, do you think one day people will get to buy one from you? You think maybe, or
I don't know. I don't know yet. I really can't say.
That'd be cool. I mean, I'm just asking because people are wanting to know. So yeah. Eventually, then maybe, possibly, guys, possibly.
Yeah, if
possibly.
If it's working right and running right,
makes sense to me.
Who knows, right?
Makes sense to me. That's how all good ideas start, anyways. Is guys tinkering in the garage and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
And then this year's been a really fucking.
Can he hear me? Or is my volume too low? Or do I need to speak louder? Do I need to scream into my microphone when I'm talking? Here, let me.
Why?
Yeah, because it's almost like he's hearing, like I'm talking, and then like he just starts answering, like he's not hearing me. Is there a delay?
It could be my $6.
Huh?
It's eBay headphones.
It could be my $6 eBay headphones, TJ.
No, it's got to be a delay. There must be a little bit of a lag or something. There may be a little bit of a lag. You might have like several windows open on your computer because you are 90. Yeah, there's a delay. There's a delay, guys. Yeah, Jason's got a delay too.
So what were you saying? I'm sorry. Did I interrupt you?
Yeah, but you can finish your thought because now I can't even remember what the fuck I was saying.
I already forgot. I'm fucking old.
Well, we were talking about I was saying that's how all good ideas and the best tools. That's how they start. That's what, like with Richie and the tip jar, and the handy sleeve and stuff like that. It's just some guy that cleans windows that's like, oh man, this could be so much better, and they just so happen to be very good at making things with their hands. You know what I mean? That's how innovations happen. Don't you agree, Mark? Even with like working on cars, I'm sure that there's mechanics out there that invented those tools that fucking get to this and get to that nothing else will.
I think Larry would relate to this. For me personally, the idea of creating something, I love that part of it. And then when I'm halfway done with it and I see it's going to do exactly what I want it, I kind of loses some steam. That's why I have multiple unfinished projects going all at the same time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the creative spirit of getting something from here to here is what I love. That's
that's exciting.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, where the fuck are your powders?
Hey, Larry, talking about your brush.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
He's selling them. He's selling them. Hey, he's selling his
showers. That's why.
Hey, listen. He's selling his fucking polish. It's just to my competitors. That's all. He's only selling it to my competitors because he's a piece of shit. But whatever.
I wouldn't trust anybody else.
I don't like Mark at all.
$2,000-$3,000 shower stall. I'd rather use something that I know somebody really knows what they're fucking doing. That's why I'm asking. That's why.
Well, the polish works great, but you got to know what you're doing with the polish, or you could probably fuck something up. Easily.
Well, like anything else,
I think I can handle it.
It's a process. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you do the steps to the process properly, then you get the result that you're looking for.
Right.
No.
Yep.
Like
I wouldn't suggest just anyone. If you're like, I don't know if I use steel wool on the glass, should I use oven cleaner? Probably don't buy the shit and put a polisher on the glass. You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you might not want to buy that.
Yeah.
I looked at a job this week that's it's just north of 500 windows, all ground level stuff. Every window is stained from 4 foot and down. So, other than getting on your knees as an old man, it's a good job. But when they show me the job,
Sounds like Scott and JT need to do some bending over.
Right?
You know
they're
what I mean?
taller than me.
Yeah,
well,
yeah, but they could. Yeah, but they're really good at bending over still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they haven't reached their bend over meter counter limit.
I have
you know
no
what I
problem
mean?
bending over. It's the getting up part that
yeah. I get down on the ground, it's just getting the fuck back up. I need a tow truck. You know?
They're like, now that you're down there, well, yeah, I figured this
need a winch.
The hour.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I bid this lawyer's office right on the lakefront. Like, I couldn't even stand my pole all the way out because it's that close to the fucking water around this building. The building's like cantilevered out, and it's like on a small footprint, so it's like 8 foot, and then cantilevers out all the way around with glass. You know, I have my Squeegee Life pole with the attachment out. You know, the extension. I did the windows up high, then I took the extension off, set it on the ground, and went to go walk away and, you know, set the extension off to the side. My foot was wrapped around in the cord. The pole fell down and snapped in half.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Your Squeegee like one?
Yeah, it fell right. It fell right on a retaining wall. Right, perfect. Pop! Number 4 section. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So now I've broken a sim pole, but the sim pole, the bottom of it wasn't marked with white, so I only had like this much in the clamp, and it fucking snapped. But not real bad. I sawed that off and just made it shorter. This is fucked.
Yeah.
So it's right, and it's like fucking like 18 inches from the top. It's like what the worst.
No, it's a sim shorty.
Yeah, it's a sim shorty, all right. So hopefully I can get a number 4 section to replace it. But it's a Squeegee Life pole. Who knows if I'll be able to get that? You know what I mean? But I've been down there the last couple of days, and I tell you, man, I am fucking beat. My arms are done. Yeah. I don't know how I did this in 2 days, but it wasn't even 2 days. You know, because I didn't go to work yesterday until like 10:30. So I kind of like fucked off in the morning. Actually, I stayed home and played with Jen's boobs. I'll be honest. And then after I got done playing with boobies, I went out to clean windows. So I did that from 10:30 till like around 7 last night, and then got up at 5 this morning. Went down there and finished up. And I gotta tell you, man, I just like I don't know what it is, man, but I feel like August you've reached your limit. You know what I mean? It's like I need
today kicked my ass.
Oh man,
totally.
dude.
Like, wow.
You're going hard from April to August is the 2 A months. That's AA months. That's what I call them, the AA months, because you probably need to be drunk every fucking day to get through every night to get through that fucking shit. But man, dude, it is so relief. Dude. Oh my gosh, I'm thankful for the work. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for the work. You know what I mean? It's great, but man, dude, and I've got a high school. A huge high school about 45 minutes away from me. I got to do tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get that done in one day, so that should be amazing. And
do that all yourself, huh?
Yeah, and then I'm hoping maybe Saturday I got another 3-story building I'd like to knock out downtown. I want to get it. I just want to get it all done. I'm tired of it. I fucking hate it. You know what I mean? You guys are gonna get to see it on the vlog, of course, but dude. Oh my goodness, man. I'm just
You look tired.
I'm ready, I'm ready to lay down some, you know what I mean? I would like to not work at all for 3 months. December, January, February, just not work those 3 months, just do nothing. I mean, I can't do that because of I've had that, my Wendy's restaurants. I just can't, you know what I mean? I've had them for so long, I just can't do that right now. I don't want to ruin that relationship right now, because I feel like if I hey man, I'm not cleaning the windows in the winter, they're gonna be like, we're gonna have to find somebody else. You know what I mean? And I just
Did you cut it back.
Huh?
Could you cut it back?
They've Wendy's, the company that owns the Wendy's franchise in my area. That is the cleanest, best fast food restaurant in our area. They're amazing.
Fucking sanity.
They're amazing. They're amazing. Even when they shut down the window cleanings for a while when the pandemic hit, you know what I mean, of course. And then they were the first to come back, and they were like, we're going to do them outside. We want to keep you going. And they were thinking about me. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, they just hit me up. One of the managers hit me up, and it was just like, hey, if you want to do the outsides for now, that's cool. And I'm like, sweet. So that, that was nice of them. You know what I mean? So, and I feel like, I own that. We've had a pretty good relationship all these years. I've never not gotten a check when I was supposed to. I mean, yep. So it's kind of hard to be like, I'm not going to work for 3 months. I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I don't want to lose that shit right now, but
no,
I'm definitely
nice to be appreciated though.
Yeah, it's in my future. Yeah. It's in my future. I'm just done with the all year round shit. You know what I mean? I'm just done. Me and Mark talked about this the other day. You just get to a point where just like, man, you know what? I mean, I enjoy what I do, but there's things about what I do I don't enjoy anymore. You know what I mean? So most of what I do right now, I don't enjoy is working. I don't like that.
Wait till you're 56.
Dude, I know. I know. I
don't give a fuck anymore.
But right. Manual labor your whole life, as you guys know, is just fuck, man. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's not a piece of fucking pipe staging, roller staging, baker staging, pump jacks that I haven't fucking lifted. So I mean, I've done it all.
Yep. I'm just over it, man.
Yeah. I don't mind some time off in the winter. That's okay.
It's good for you. I feel like, and I feel like if I get a jump on it and try and do it a little sooner than maybe most do, then I feel like I'm, you know what I mean, I'm doing the right thing for my longevity. I just see guys older than me with fucking this broke, that broke, this don't work. You know what I mean? It's like, man, dude, do I want to fucking die for this? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, do I want to die for this, man? I hear Mark fucking complain about shit, and it's just like, man, dude.
Well,
this isn't getting any better. This isn't getting any better.
The physical act of cleaning windows, I still enjoy that. I just don't enjoy everything else about the business. I don't enjoy. I like talking to people and meeting people, and people ask you questions when you work. It's the same thing over and over. What kind of soap? What's the magic solution? I enjoy that part of it, that banter. But I just don't like the day-to-day operations of window cleaning. And I have help. I mean, my wife works in the office. I got a bookkeeper and an accountant to handle all that. As I've said, getting me to walk into that office to send out a proposal nowadays is like walking down death row. I'm just like, and then I do it. And I'm like, that wasn't so bad. It took 15 minutes, and I might get this job. But I'm just getting me in there is like, oh, Gilligan's Island is on. Let's go watch TV.
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it grinds away after, over time. It does. So
that's the last thing I want to do, though, is fucking. It's
nice to take some breaks.
TV. I don't. That's the thing. I don't want to watch TV. I don't want to. I don't want to be stuck in the living room. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's also good to get the physical activity. It does.
Or
I mean,
I just want to. I don't want to fucking. I don't want to get stagnant. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Because I feel like that's just gonna do the same thing as working too much. You know what I mean? It's gonna have the same effect. You're gonna die of atrophy.
On your ass.
Yeah. Larry's breaking up and he's frozen.
Am I?
Yeah. There you go. You're back. You snapped. You just snapped back.
I think when you start a business or decide you're going to do window cleaning, most people come out of the box like a raging bull, and then you start to realize, like at this point of window cleaning, and I've been doing it for 35 years, okay? And I was thinking about this earlier. What innovation could come out that would attract me and light another fire under my ass? You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years ago, everything started going into pure water systems. 10, 12 years ago, we were no longer using Tucker poles with tablets and a rinse thing and trying to stay out of the sun so the windows would dry good. And now you have, 100 different systems out there and 150 different poles out there. Another squeegee that's a fancy color. I mean, at the end of the day, there's not a lot of things that can be changed. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know how Larry feels about this, but I know I've kind of learned a little bit over the last couple of years that it's such a small industry, no matter what anybody says. Inventing something doesn't always hold the value. Like if you invented a kick-ass pair of wire snips and you could sell it to the electrical industry, you'd sell 10 million pairs of pliers,
exactly. Right.
But you come up with, like Larry, you come up with a brush that is the bee's knees. If you sell a couple thousand of them, you'd be happy. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah, it's a small market no matter how you look at it. It's still a small market. It's not the broad consumer market,
No.
That's the
and
product
honestly,
for the consumer market.
I honestly do believe with the promotion that's behind window cleaning, as far as, the distributors and whatnot, it has grown leaps and bounds since when I started. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm sure you've seen a lot of changes.
Yeah,
for sure.
But at the same time, what else could happen that would be like, holy shit, that is like amazing? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
nothing.
No, I mean it's still soap on and soap off.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they got the robots, but I don't know. They're limited, right? I mean.
Yeah. I don't think we'll ever see a time in our lifetimes where those take over window cleaning.
It's still drones.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what, Larry? I see a lot of this stuff, like these drones that are spraying bleach, and now they got a drone that they say does window cleaning, and you go down the rabbit hole and you're like, if I took a pressure washer in my car and it's dirty, it's not going to be clean when you pressure wash it at 3,000 psi. It's going to be better, but it's not going to be clean. There's no substitute for agitation. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yep.
I mean, and some of these things, like, and even all the soft wash stuff that's out now, I saw someone came up with, another skid to go in the back of a truck, and it's got 2 power washers, it's got soft wash, it's got metering. I mean, these things are like $15,000 and $20,000, and you're trying to sell to an industry that's notoriously cheap. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like,
I don't know how they fucking do it.
Yeah, how long is the ROI on something like that?
I worked for a painter when I was probably 18, 19, and I'd go around and I'd drive. I was the pressure washer. I'd clean like 4 to 5 homes a day myself. Just pull that fucking rig out, fire that bitch up. So soft washing, I honestly, I really don't know much about it, but that's where I started way back then.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I moved on to the spray crew, and I ran all that.
I go
out and spray fucking 2 homes in a day.
I don't. I mean, I'm not saying soft washing is fucking not good or anything like that. I mean, I think it's good for.
It sounds good.
It's good for roofs, but like anything outside of that, I mean, like soft washing a house or whatever, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'd rather just downstream something and squirt her off with a little bit of pressure. You know what I mean? So shit looks good. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see,
what do they mean by downstream? What is that?
That's just.
I don't understand.
Or X-jetting.
You introduce the chemicals at the end of the gun versus running it through the machine.
Or no, and instead of pumping just 12-volt fucking spraying shit and walking away type shit. There's a lot of motherfuckers do that shit.
Yeah. I used to just throw that injector in a bucket of bleach and put that shit on and
works
come back
good,
and rinse it. So
I think it works good.
Yeah, actually. I tipped a few of those pails over in my day, get it fried on those lawns.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's never good.
But you know what? What's happening
here? It's a rite of
here?
passage.
What's happening here? Lawn service in Florida is huge because it's year round, and at any point in time you're sitting at a traffic light, there's 2 to 3 lawn service trailers sitting at a red light. Now there's 2 to 3 6-figure pressure cleaning soft washing trucks sitting at the same intersection. So what happens over time is, as the industry evolves and better equipment and more expensive equipment comes out, people are buying this stuff. I'm like, this guy's got 4 guys in one cab over truck with $100,000 worth of equipment on the back, and he's cleaning sidewalks for 15 cents a square foot. How long is this going to last with the 6-figure investment? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me.
$15 cents a square foot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh fuck! How are they making money?
Volume.
Well, yes, because like we have a company out here that has 4 V-twin Hondas across the back of a truck. They'll put one guy spraying down bleach one guy with a surface washer, and 2 guys with guns. And the truck is literally idling down the side of the road, and they're doing at miles a day. It's strictly volume at that point. But if you think anyone who's done pressure washing knows the amount of repairs, no matter how new the equipment is, and the maintenance and the overhead and O-rings and guns and ball valves and everything going bad. Imagine doing that with 4 machines on the back of it.
I know. I remember those guns all the time. They wear out after a while. Every time. They haven't fixed that yet. That's still. No. You got to buy that shit over and over again. Huh? I remember that.
Yeah.
Because the bleach just kills everything. And your injector just rots.
Yep.
Start off new with your screen. Next thing you know, there's nothing in it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I one time had a trailer mount with a 50-gallon bleach tank, a 30-gallon soap tank, and this was before all the 12-volt stuff was out, and I was doing a high-end home on the island of Palm Beach, parked on the guy's driveway. Mm-hmm. The driveway was, they call it coquina stone. It looks like coral rock, and it's all squares, and then has like this Japanese grass in between the squares. Like, you can't pressure clean it because you'll kill the grass. So I'm pressure washing at this house.
Sounds cheap.
And dude, I walk out to my truck and I smell bleach like really strong, and I'm like, uh-oh, what's going on? Well, the check ball in my injector stuck. It just every time you let off the trigger, it was pumping water into.
Yeah, it bubbles it out, right?
Dude, and then it pushed it out the lid. It killed. It was almost $5,000 worth of grass on this guy's driveway. With the labor to dig it out, they had to dig it out, resand the driveway, and then replace the grass. Yep,
that little bearing, that little ball brass ball in there, exactly.
Junk.
It freezes to it from all the bleach.
I X-jet everything. Yes. I X-jet everything.
Yeah.
X-jet. So that's the one that spins around, right?
No.
No,
the X-jet goes on the tip of the gun, and it has a hose off of it, so you're not putting any chemical through your gun.
So that's where the material is up front. Yes. Okay.
I'll carry that 5-gallon bucket around. I don't give a shit. And if someone's like, "What do you do? What do you do with big jobs?" I don't do big one. I don't do big jobs. I don't give a fuck. I do what, as far as pressure washing goes, I do what I can do. I'm not investing a whole shit ton of money in that, because I can tell you what, right now, I've got a hot water unit, and it's a fucking hot mess. Every time you use it, it's broken.
I had one of those.
As soon as you're done using it, it's broken.
It's fucked. The kerosene and everything.
Never again.
Every time, everything. It's always broken. Yep, there's always something fucking wrong with that thing. There's always something leaking. A hose leaks. This don't work. That don't. I'm good. I'm good. You guys do that. That's just like a bottomless fucking pit, pressure washing. Bottomless
that was always the problem. I remember that every time.
And again, it's just like window cleaning. You're just spraying fucking bleach. You know what I mean? It's not, you don't need a service manual. You don't need a fucking coach to fucking karate chop fucking, not this how you spray bleach. You don't need none of that shit.
It's still going to get it fucking done. You just put as long as you get the bleach on.
The only thing I really feel like there's something you have to really be paying attention to is cleaning wood. If you're cleaning wood, then you need to know what the fuck you're doing.
There's a part to that.
Yeah, you gotta know what you're doing. But outside of that, I mean, I guess there are goofs that fucking etch concrete with surface cleaners and shit. So I guess that is a thing. But blow the cream off fucking concrete.
They're out there.
How the fuck do you etch concrete with a surface cleaner?
Oh, dude!
Plus, if the concrete's not cured,
it will etch it.
If you do a driveway that has it,
you can blow everything on. I mean, I used to pour concrete, but everything you see on the top of concrete is the cream layer. It's like a cream. Yeah. You pull that, you pull that to the surface, and you finish it. That's where you get your smooth finish from. If you don't have the correct tips, or you're sitting one spot too long, you can blow the cream right out of the concrete, and it'll leave a mark you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen that. Now they do exposed aggregate out here.
Oh, okay.
For driveways.
Right.
They get rid of that cream.
Yeah.
They put whatever they put on there, brown sugar or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Probably a different mix.
Yeah. Everyone has, every region has a different kind of thing. There's a lot of folks like down south got asphalt driveways. You know what I mean? They're mostly primarily asphalt. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You can fuck up pretty easy, I guess. I mean, I don't know if you need classes on it. When I see those dudes ask questions in those pressure washing groups, I'm like, well, how are you alive? How have you made it this long?
Right.
I think there's a lot of guys that ruin houses out there pressure washing. I see a lot of them.
That's what I mean. It's like, how do you fuck that up?
The guy had a beautiful glass table on his deck, Somebody, I don't know what the fuck they put on that thing, because it came off the house, it landed on there, etched the whole fucking table. I'm like, what? What the hell's that? He's like, can you fix that? I go, no. You better call him up and tell him to buy you a new fucking table, buddy.
Yeah, I had a job one time. I went to look, and it was another house on the island, and the homeowner's out there, and the pressure cleaning guy. No, he wasn't there originally, but basically there were white spots all over his windows, and they didn't even notice it, but it had white or green powder coated frames, right? And this is a very high-end home, and there was little spots everywhere.
Yep.
And the guy's like, oh, it comes off because if you rub your finger on the spot, it disappears. I go, no, that's the oil from your fingers masking the stain. As soon as that oil dries away, the spot is back. I go, okay, let's back this up. I go, your pool deck is bright white. It looks beautiful. And he goes, yeah. I go, did they acid wash the pool deck? I don't know. Let's call the pressure washer. He called the guy. He's like, yeah, I sprayed muriatic acid. Well, he rinsed the deck down and blew it on the glass. Didn't rinse it off. The sun hit it and ruined the paint and ruined the glass. Now, we were able to polish it, but it was cumbersome because they were cut-ups. That's the kind of thing that people do that have zero clue about what this is going to cost. Because that damage took about 15 minutes, and it took 5 days to fix it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it gets. And
so
that's just.
What'd you do with the metal?
I didn't have anything to do with the metal. I want no part of it because I basically told them what the best thing to do would be to get your refinisher out here, and they electrostatically painted the frames. That way I could come behind, because if my polisher on cut-ups hits the metal, it's doing as much damage as what that guy did. So I had all the windows repainted in frames. There was mostly open up doors, and then I taped them all off so that I knew I wasn't going to damage it. But at the end it worked out. But it was 5 days of taxing.
I can imagine.
And this pool patio got 8 hours of sun. It was that exposure. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
There was no cool days to do it. It was just brutal.
Wow. There's an expensive
fuck up. Those windows are probably $100,000 windows. Then.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Oh,
easily.
sure.
So you just saved that pressure washer all that fucking money.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, the homeowner was really cool about it, because he didn't back charge the pressure cleaner. He's like, look, you've been doing my deck for all this time. Let's not let this happen again. And he was a part-timer, so he left for 3 months anyway. And he's like, just let me know when it's done. I took pictures and sent it to him. He sent his house manager out. They looked at it and said, it looks brilliant, and paid a guy, And it was just a chapter that they closed and moved on. But a lot of times you get someone that's not so nice and says, well, these are impact thermal pane windows. And like you said, Jason, they're $10,000 a door. And we've got, 12 doors here. How are we going to fix this? How are we going to pay for this?
Well, in construction, it used to be vinyl. Out here, they consider $1 million home, and it's got $20,000 worth of piece of shit vinyl windows in it.
Yeah.
And then they want me to make them look fucking brand new. It's like, you want me to make piece of shit vinyl windows look good for $1 million mansion. This isn't a $1 million mansion. That's what you're going to get for it, but this isn't a $1 million mansion. If you wanted the right windows, Anderson wants you to put in, and you just spent $100,000 on this house.
Yeah.
And they just shut up and leave me the fuck alone. How do you know that? I said it used to be a custom home build.
Yeah.
I know what this house should have cost you if you'd have put investment grade windows in this fucking thing instead of piece of shit vinyl. So these vinyl, and what people don't understand about vinyl windows, out here, you either or in the Midwest, you either put vinyl siding on or brick, because if you went with cedar was just as expensive as brick was. Well, out here, cedar is, we use that for firewood.
Yeah.
So they look at vinyl siding as, if you cheap fuck, you're putting vinyl siding on your house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, you cheap fuck, you're putting cheap vinyl windows in your fucking house.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't understand that vinyl windows only have a lifespan of 7 to 10 years.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens?
Oh yeah.
Does the vinyl oxidize or something?
The vinyl, the vinyl cladding goes to shit. Yep, the vinyl cladding goes to shit.
Yep.
They start to break down and sag in the heat.
Yep.
Yep. And nine times out of 10, you're losing the argon in between the panes, and they go fucking frost anyway. So they're garbage. They're not.
Yeah.
They're not. When we built the homes, the company I work for, the houses that we built, you know, they put a lot of vinyl windows in. I mean, and I drive past them nowadays, and they look like dog shit. But the higher end homes that we worked on and put windows in, like I used to install windows, the Anderson windows still look great. Now there are a few.
Anderson are the best.
There are a few. There is one series of Anderson windows that were clad. You know, a vinyl clad over wood that did not do well. They had
no. That's what, and that's when they first started.
Yes.
It. Now they got a Series 200 that I just did a house of Anderson of vinyl, and they're pretty good vinyl windows. They're top notch.
Well, they got to be they got to, you know, the cord window. It just got to be done properly, and that series did not work very well. But Anderson. Polaris windows are fucking trash. Fucking Pella windows are fucking garbage.
Peachtree, they went out of business.
Peachtree were ass. Gelled Wen windows are fucking junk. Yeah. You know what I mean? Peachtree
oxidized like crazy. They're gone.
Yeah.
You know what they did? They're just working on the resins, and it took them this long to figure out what the fuck they were doing. They just throw them on your house.
Yeah.
You know, if you've been doing it for a while, you know.
You know how vinyl windows came into being? It used to be like my dad in the 90s. He bid against another builder, and there was $40,000 in price difference and he bid Anderson and a fucking homeowner that he went to the cheap guy, and when the house was built, they put fucking vinyl windows in, and then the guy came to my dad and started bitching and said, "Hey, $40,000 is a lot of fucking money. Maybe you should have asked questions." But you know the reason they came up with vinyl windows back in the Midwest is they used to take out the glass sash, you know, the windows, the farmhouses with the weights in them. They used to leave that shit in there, and then they take the 2 panes of glass out, put the vinyl in, and then wrap everything with aluminum and paint it. And so you wouldn't it would still look like the old farmhouse, but it'd have an energy efficient window in it. And then they started putting nailing flanges on them, and that's where vinyl windows came in. And it went from $40,000 to on an average home to $5,000 for a home now.
Yeah. So let me ask you this.
Yep.
A vinyl window is the frame that holds the glass made out of vinyl, or is it vinyl coated aluminum?
The whole window.
It's vinyl.
The whole window is vinyl.
Okay, that's why they don't have them here in Florida, because they'd probably never pass an impact.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't.
Yeah.
Vinyl windows around, especially up north, are just most of them like replacement windows. You can buy good vinyl replacement windows, but you just have to pay money. You have to pay money for them motherfuckers. You can't get a cheap one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But a lot of homes up here now got the vinyl fucking full vinyl windows with the nailing flanger on the outside, which AKA I can't fucking put a door or a window in square, but okay, whatever. But honestly, I mean, you see it, they're everywhere up here, and they're not supposed to. I mean, they're not guaranteed for a long time.
Oh no.
I've always wondered because I got out the game before. I feel like right around now I would be seeing them. Is I wonder how they replace those vinyl windows with the nailing flange around the outside. Do they have to pull the siding off the house to put a fucking replacement window in?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Think about that.
I'm going to this weekend. I got my neighbor who's got a rental. He did what they call the Anderson renewal. The Anderson.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Yeah, they are. He was going to spend $40,000 for 20 windows.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit, they ordered them. Well, the windows came in. Well, he wasn't going to chance anybody, so he actually had to cancel the contract. But they wanted him to buy the windows, so I got to install them. Well, what they do is they still got the nailing flange on them, but they put like a brick mold around them.
Yep.
So you got to take the old window out and leave, if you want to leave that trim there. So all I'm going to do is take out where the nailing flange is and cut it out and put the window in, and then they screw in from the side or on the inside.
Oh.
But yeah, the replacement.
They're big bucks. They got pretty good action though. They actually fucking move. You ever see some of these windows? They're so fucking cheap. They don't even move. You're just like,
my whole back porch is full of them. My whole back porch is full of them. My grandparents got some dude, the vinyl replacement window guy, driving around in his truck trying to sell shit to fucking old ladies and shit. She signed on to have these windows done, dude. They've never shut. I haven't been able to lock them since the day they put them in.
They don't match up. You can't get
them to fucking.
I would think again. I'm not a carpenter, but I would think if they're not square, they're not going to slide, right? I mean, that only makes sense. And vinyl doesn't have the structural strength like aluminum. It's not going to go in off square. You might have to tilt it here and there, but the frame is rigid enough where it might be crooked, but it's still going to open and close.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta know when you're putting in a replacement window what you're putting in, what you're putting it into. You know what I mean? You can't just be willy-nilly doing shit like some of these guys do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Those Harveys have like a 10-year guarantee on the thermal panes, and they go right fucking then. Yeah. Every time.
There's a lot of fly-by-nighters in the construction industry, more so than in the window painting industry. Trust me.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Those people, I've had to fix so many fuck-ups from just looking at the job. And they spend 3 times as much hiring me to fix what they fix than to just hired me in the first place,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's so many guys that just don't know what the hell they're doing. That's why people are begging me to get back into that industry. I'm thinking, dude, no, I already know how much of an ass kicking I'm going to take. I just built my son's decks on his house. That should have taken me, if I were in my prime, should have only taken me a fucking weekend to do. It took me a month and a half on the weekends because I'm thinking, oh, fuck this. My body gets sore and I think, I'm done. Let's eat dinner.
Yeah.
Let's eat dinner. Yeah.
I'm done.
You know what's the worst? It seems like no one can make a fucking screen that works.
No.
They got the worst screen engineers on the fucking planet. No one. I mean, no one.
Yeah.
I can't remember when I had a screen like, this company makes a great fucking screen. I can't think of any.
None of them.
We have a lot of screens here that are aluminum channel with plastic corners.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Plastic 90s that hold the aluminum. As soon as you go to pull them out, if they're 5 years old, it's either going to come out crooked and break, or it's just going to fall apart when you take it out.
They don't have UV plastic on there,
I don't take them out.
Yellow, and they fucking potato chips.
The only way I take the screens out is if they don't move. If they don't move back and forth or up and down, I'll take them out. But 9 times out of 10, I don't even take them out.
Really?
Yeah, if I don't have to take them out, I won't. No. You're not going to wipe my screens off? You're going to pay me to do it? Well, no. Then no, I ain't, motherfucker. I move that bitch up and down when I clean it. I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
I don't even care. What I do is I raise the screen up, do the bottom one, and then slide the screen down to the top. I mean, it's not going to get the bottom one wet because, the fucking gasket will catch it.
Yeah.
The brushes, I don't know. They always break. They bust constantly. They're garbage. When I make new screens for people, they got fucking metal 45s in there. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Just cut the fucking screen like a man. You know what I mean?
I clean a country club during season every week, and then
be right back.
The country club has whoever's the president for the 5 years. Well, I guess they elect the president there. He gets to stay in the guest cottage on the property, and it's a beautiful home. And I go there. They're like, "Hey, we want you to add the guest cottage once a month." So I'm like, "Let me go look at it." And I looked at it, and I'm like, "It's going to be this much." And like, "Go ahead." And I get there, and I'm like, 90% of the work was pulling. Must have like 40 screens on this house, right?
Yeah.
So I pull all the screens down, and they were all the same size except for 2. I stack them up on the side of the house, and I'm like, I'll probably get away with just wiping them. And the president's wife comes out, and she goes, you just do a great job. I'm so happy that they put this on the schedule. I go, yeah, I'll be here once a month. My name is Mark and everything else. And I go, hey, not for nothing, but do you ever open the windows here? And she's like, oh no, we never open the windows. And I go, doesn't it look nice without the screens? And she's like, oh yeah, I think it looks way better than. I go, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to scrub every one of these screens for you. I'm going to dry them out. I'm going to stack them right next to the garage. And if you ever want them put back when I'm here, I'll put them back for you. She's like, no, that's a great idea. What she doesn't realize is that was like 45 minutes of the 2-hour job. You know what I'm saying? Now I run through there with pure water system, scrub and rinse, and I'm out of there without touching any screens. She's got them stacked up in the garage. She's like, oh my God, I love it so much more without the screen. It's so much brighter in here. I'm like, there you go.
You only need like fucking 5 screens in a whole damn house to get ventilation. I don't know why they put them all in.
Yeah.
Of course, there's that job that you can't quite just get right, so you want to put that screen in really quick.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I've gone an entire spring and summer, except for 1 week, with all the windows in the house open. Every one.
Oh, no shit.
You old fuck sitting around with that fucking air conditioner, wasting fucking energy.
Hey, I don't have air conditioning.
Be a fucking man and sweat a little, you fucking pussies.
Well, listen.
Hey, I don't have air conditioning. You little
excuse me,
they don't put that thing out of here.
But look, when you live in my climate, okay, you can go out and work and make all the nut cheese you want, but you don't want to be making that shit inside the house.
It's so hard for you. It's so hard for Mark.
That ain't happening in Florida. That's for
hardest
sure.
place in the world to work is where
Mark,
wherever Mark's at. Wherever Mark's at, it's the worst, it's the fucking best, and all at the same fucking time.
All at the same time. Number one, baby.
Wherever Mark is at, it's the best and the worst at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. Wherever Mark is, it's whatever Mark's going.
That's the place to be.
Whatever Mark's got going on, that's it, man.
That's it, huh?
Yep, that is fucking it.
Mark's gonna start doing for Mark. That's what he wants to do.
Well, then, you want to quit the show?
No.
Then shut.
Not.
Then I don't want to hear about your. I don't want to hear about your future plans. Shut the fuck up.
What's that, Larry?
We're not friends.
You do any fishing?
Don't answer him.
Yeah.
No, he's not fishing. He's fishing for dicks.
On the occasion that
bags of dicks.
Bags of dicks is what he's looking for. The fucking tube steak groupers is what he's looking for.
Yep.
That's good fishing down there. I've done tarpon fishing down there.
Oh, it's
unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, I always have a pole sitting behind my seat of my truck, and if I get into a community that I don't normally get into, after I look at a house or a job, I'm fishing on the way out every time. If it's a gated area where you can't get in,
yeah.
Not as much as I used to, but I enjoy it.
Some bass.
Yeah.
Jason, you didn't say yeah. You got to say yeah every time. Every one of us has to say yeah or yep.
Yeah.
It's like an old dude thing. Yep. Yeah,
I did some carp fishing up here.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right. I pull out that chair, sit my ass down, throw that thing out, and that's what I'm doing, fishing.
I just got my monetization letter today from YouTube or from Google.
What does that mean?
My AdSense shit.
What's that?
My AdSense, so they'll be able. They'll start putting ads on the podcast and shit like that. So maybe we'll start generating some money.
We are moving up in the
some fucking real money,
finally, because.
About time my investments fucking start paying off.
Listen,
God damn, man, I was wondering when that was going to happen.
Patreon's about to go to.
Money's going to start rolling in.
Yeah, Patreon's about to go to the way of the dinosaurs, anyways.
I don't need the money.
Patreon's going to the fucking way of the dinosaurs, anyways.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, old T-Squeegee just fucking tired of fucking with you guys.
You've had it with everything.
Well, I mean, like we got this. I don't know if you guys seen the fucking Patreon, but fucking like some dude's like I didn't get my card yet. His name's Will the Thrill. I'm like, what the fuck? You want me to write Will the Thrill on your card? I mean, I want to send you a card, but when you sign up like that, it's kind of hard. And maybe he didn't see the post, but I was like, I need your real name. I need, you know what I mean? I need your real name to send you this card. Because I'm not putting fucking Hootie Doo the window cleaner on a fucking card and sending it. I'm not doing that.
Right.
I need your name, sir. Please. But I guess what I'm saying is the way the making shirts and sending shit, like it's just too expensive. It was it's too expensive, man. So I'm just gonna start creating shit and putting it online and giving guys fucking discounts for it. You know what I mean? What else to do? I'm gonna make. I've figured out some shit where I can get the window cleaning history shirt on there now. That's gonna be cool. People are gonna be buying the shit out of that. But what I'm gonna do.
All I ask is no navy blue.
Now wait a minute. I thought there was
in the window history, because I'm the only one that should have the navy blue in the window.
Oh, I won't. Yeah, I won't.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
I really love the Lehman shirt. I got that. That thing's
yeah,
sweet.
That's cool.
Now, isn't there a Tanner shirt coming out? I heard there was a Tanner shirt coming out. When's that coming out?
Sometime this month it'll be ready.
I gotta get my hands on that one, man.
It'll be the best seller ever.
Yeah, I'm gonna start turning, and then hopefully once I find out from this distributor, I'm gonna start. The newer designs I'll put on sweatshirts, so guys can start ordering the sweatshirts. The window.
Well, hey,
yeah.
Let me ask you. The double XL. How much does it shrink down?
I don't know. Don't throw it in. Don't wash it in hot water and put it in the fucking dryer, guy.
Jason.
I don't. Oh hell no! I don't talk. What do you think? Do I look as dumb as you think I'm as dumb as I look?
Yes. I do.
You're about as fucking smart as
Don't tell me you. Hey, listen. If you can't wash and dry a double XL t-shirt, you probably need a fucking 3XL like I do. You know what I mean? So. I'm just saying. Like, why try to cheat life? You know what I mean? If you want to fit into a double XL or an XL, stop fucking shoving fucking beans and fucking sausage in your grill.
Yeah. Yeah, when Jason throws
Doesn't Jason look like he eats a lot of cabbage and beans and shit?
Jason throws his shirt in the washer. He sets it on comforter.
Fucking horse blanket. To my dad.
Curtains or comforter? What?
So my dad used to fucking call his fucking jacket. Give him a horse blanket. His fucking big flannel shirt. Give him a horse blanket.
Wow. I mean, the Lehman must be the best seller with a flag like that, right?
And I don't really do
that shit?
I don't really do a lot of promotion with the site. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. I mean, you're not a fucking American if you're not buying that shirt.
Yeah, it is an awesome shirt. Yeah, it did okay. It did okay.
Okay.
It does all right. You know what I mean? I need. I got to be careful. This whole time I didn't realize. Not this whole time, but since I started the site, the sales tax on that shit, I did not. Yeah, I have to fucking because they got to have my PayPal money, and anything I do, the IRS needs that money.
Oh yeah.
The state, they got to have that money, and I didn't have it set up right. So I've been really promoting it like crazy because the sales tax is already fucking wearing me out. You know what I mean? So I need to get it set up properly, and that way the shit's taken care of, and I'm not paying fucking extra because I didn't fucking. You didn't pay this much. God damn it! Fuck.
Yeah, we need something
that's
else
happened
out
a couple
of
times, but it is what it is, dude. You know what I mean? I didn't know. You know what I mean? That, to be honest with you, like with the Patreon and the PayPal and shit like that, that really didn't take effect until like a year or two ago. They started hey, we're in trouble and so are you. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I didn't realize it at the time, but it's cool. It's taken care of. But it's just like, fuck, man. Another lesson learned in life. Believe it or not, you continue to learn things as you get older. So you guys must know everything, you old ass motherfuckers.
I'm still learning, man.
We get hit with new shit daily.
Look at Mark. I mean, just look at our first podcast with Mark. The very first podcast we did with Mark, how fucking he didn't have no gray in his goatee. He was all spry, had big muscles and shit. Now he's this frail old fucking guy that can't bend over. He can't even bend over. Same with Jason Lehman. When I met Jason Lehman, his fucking beard wasn't gray like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a homeowner say, "When'd you dye your beard gray?" I was
about to say they didn't call you Santa Claus because you don't look like Santa Claus. You look like the guy who ate Santa Claus. The Sasquatch.
And when and the funny thing is, when you see me next, I'm gonna fucking be the skinniest fuck around, and you're gonna say, "Damn, boy."
Right. Shit. Go ahead, boy.
Oh yeah, you working out now, Jason?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, he's doing fuck.
You just won't see me for a while.
Yeah. He's still doing the pound cake curls.
Yeah, there you go.
Little Debbie.
This is coming from the guy who almost every episode he's ever been on, except for maybe one or two, he's been eating dinner. I gotta eat, guys. He's sitting here eating blueberry pie and shit. It's like, bro, you gotta relax, dude.
You're 3 hours ahead of me. I come home at dinner time, you fuck.
Right.
He's the only dude I know eat a whole big ass plate of food and a blueberry pie on the podcast. It's like, bro, he ain't even waiting for dessert. He's like, I'm eating that too.
Hold on a minute. It's not often I get something cooked for me.
Right. Okay.
Fucker. It just so happens to be every time I come on the podcast.
Yeah.
you know, I think the wife has that sixth sense. Hey, he's doing something up there. I better fucking put something in front of him.
Yeah. Well,
better start cooking for him.
He sounds like he's having fun. I better fuck it up.
Yeah. Larry. What a not so good podcast. You may be the worst guest we've ever had on this podcast, Larry.
Well, hey, I want to keep it going,
When I keep the streak of shitty shows, we got the streak of shitty shows we've done. You've added to the list, man.
All the shitty shows for you tonight, you know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
Give me a call anytime.
Appreciate it, dude. Hey, we have to keep you on speed dial. When we think things are going good, we're gonna call you.
All right.
Shit you up randomly. Dude, I will tell you this though. I these shows, I mean, people don't really, like, some people, like, they'll find these later, you know what I mean? Like, they won't, be the hits of, like, other podcasts, that give shit away and stuff like that. We're not that cool. But there are diamonds here, you know what I mean? Like, you got to dig through some coal to get it, but there's some diamonds in here, man. There's some diamonds, you know what I mean? Like, just like this podcast. There's experience there's experience and shit, like, there's little pieces of this and that maybe later on will help somebody out, you know what I mean? So they're not all bad. I mean, 90% they suck, but like 10% of each show is good, you know what I mean? Like sometimes 5% of it. Just all depends on what kind of night we're having, you know what I mean? It could be all dick and fart jokes. There's a possibility that could happen.
You never know what you're going to get.
You never know what you're going to get. You know what I mean? You never know. Sometimes you get Metamucil energy, like tonight. You just, like, everyone here had a big cup of Metamucil. Larry had to get up and get another cup of Metamucil. Jason's been sipping on his Metamucil the whole time, and Mark's got his Metamucil in between his cheek and his gum.
Yeah, well,
actually, that's just water, numb nut. That's just water.
Dude,
next week I think next week I don't know if the band will be back together or not. I don't know if Seth will be back. Jacob should be.
Yeah, where's Seth?
I got something going on with family or something. But yeah, I don't know. If you want to be a guest on the show, reach out to us, man. You know what I mean? Like, anybody that watches the show and would like to come on and cleans windows and stuff, like, come on, just hit me up, man. Patreon members, any of you guys have not been on the show but would like to be, just hit us up, man. We have everybody. We had Life of a Wash Boy on here. We had Junior Dos Equis Double XL on here. You know what I mean? We've had some weird dudes on here. You know what I'm saying? We had Larry Crook has been on here. We had the fucking guy from a guy from behind enemy lines on this podcast. Larry Crook.
So who's the one guest you haven't had that you'd like to?
Shit.
Yeah, who are you looking for?
Richie Blue. That's who we're looking for. Where's Richie Blue? That should be the new hashtag instead of free Richie Blue. It should be hashtag Where's Richie Blue.
Yeah, find Richie Blue.
Yeah, that should be our new
thing. Can you find Richie Blue?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he's bird watching, right? That sounds like a good time.
That's the only thing he cares about. He doesn't even like us anymore.
You did that with him, didn't you?
Yeah, it was awesome. Him and his brothers.
That sounds like a good time.
We had so much fun, me and his brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're getting old too, huh, T?
Nope, I ain't.
Jeez, that's for old people.
Right.
Nope,
I'm not getting old.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking.
Yeah, the sad thing is when you hit our age, we'll be 10 years older than you. And we'll still be old, so okay. We're old.
I'll always look good.
Come on now, to who? To Jennifer.
Yep, and that's all that fucking matters. So go fuck yourself, Jason. You fucking dick.
I agreed with you.
Fuck you, you cunt. No, but yeah, dude, you know what I mean? Like, you know, again, I'm gonna put the squeegee signal up in the air and let everybody know if you are listening to this or watching this and did not get your Patreon membership card, your Sacred Order, the squeegee card. If you have not gotten that, if you have one, Larry? No. You guys got to go to Patreon and let me know that you have not gotten it yet. Yeah. You get a plastic card with your membership number on it and your name. You can put it in your wallet and show it to people. Be like, look, I'm a member of the secret society of window cleaners, bro. I'm a card carrying member of the Sacred Order of the Squeegee, and you should fucking allow me to get a massage with a Gatorade towel over my hog. You know what I mean?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of squeegees, are you still using that one?
Say that again, Jason.
Do you send a new card every year?
No, just one. Okay. You get one membership card. If you lose your membership card, I'll give you another one. It probably won't have your membership. No, I just make numbers up. I mean, everyone's like, I just make a number up. You know what I mean?
Mine's 007. I still have my original. And the original is the better one anyway.
Yeah.
So fuck them.
Yeah. So fuck them, he says. But yeah, I do. I'm normally what I do is I buy like fucking 40 cards at a time, you know what I mean? And I just ran out of cards, so I bought a new set of cards, and that just changed the design. So
hold on, you've got 40 Patreon members.
Dude, we've had almost 100 so far.
Wow.
People, I mean, some people have signed up and stopped, you know what I mean? But we're close to 100 almost people, you know what I mean? They're Patreon members, and then they're not, you know what I mean? That's I've went through a lot of those cards, man. Motherfucker's fucking expensive as fuck. Fuck Vistaprint right in its ass. That's where I got them from, was Vistaprint. Man, they fucking charge at the ass.
Two or three of them that paid and then went. Philip, Henry.
Mm-hmm. Once the stuff, once Tim stopped being on here, he left. I mean, he's got an outlaw window cleaner tattoo. That guy. I mean, what are we talking about?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like he loves him some Tim, bro. So as soon as Tim wasn't on here, he stopped watching. But I kind of figured once Tim made his decision to leave the show, there'd be some people that wouldn't be watching anymore because they watch Tim, and that's fine. I understand that. You know what I mean? I'm cool with that. I don't have no problem with that.
Is he still doing that?
Who's that?
Tim? Tim's still doing that on Tuesday nights?
I'm not sure. I think he is. I'm not sure.
Oh, I haven't seen anything lately. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't get any of his notifications. I don't know why. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
I don't watch him. I normally don't watch any, just because of doing social media, making YouTube videos and shit. I normally, occasionally I'll pop in, I'll see Steve-O's show, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I might pop in and say hello or whatever, but, being that we've kind of had our differences or whatever, I just, I'm not gonna pop in and say anything or comment or nothing like that. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Jacob and Seth do enough fucking shit talking for everybody, so I try not. I've taken a backseat on talking shit, and you know what I mean. There's clearly
I had a good time when I went to that show years ago.
Yeah. I mean,
but I never heard from him after that. He kind of
right. What's that?
I don't know. Went away.
Jason, if you say something about us getting together, I'm gonna slap the fucking shit out of you. Never, motherfucker. Never, you cunt.
Hey, I'm gonna keep asking until it happens.
Life of a Wash Boy 40. Your number's 47? Just 47? That doesn't sound right. That sounds made up. Yeah, I don't know, man. I even text Richie and don't message me back. I don't know, dudes. I don't think he likes window cleaning no more.
He doesn't wash windows anymore, so.
Oh,
Richie.
No.
Really?
Just makes silencers all day. He's sewing and stitching.
Yeah.
As fast as he's making them, they're moving them.
Right.
So, I'll hear from him every now and again. Sometimes I'll call, just leave a message.
When's the last time you heard from him?
Probably about 3 months now.
Yeah, me too. I haven't talked to him since he was here.
I haven't.
Maybe once after he was here.
A lot less after he moved. Before he moved, I used to talk to him all the time.
All the time, yeah. And I never hear from him now. So he's enjoying his brothers and has turned a new leaf in life, I think, which is good for him. You know what I mean? I'm not mad about it. You know what I mean? So I know that whatever he's doing it happy. So that's all that matters to me. So. But yeah, man, we appreciate everybody watching. We'll be back next week. Thanks to all our sponsors, windowcleaner.com, especially American Window Cleaner Magazine, Maker Products, especially Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, especially Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber, because I'm going to die on the Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber hill. Nobody can get Sorbo rubber. I got all the Sorbo rubber I need. I just buy Black Diamond Squeegee Rubber from windowcleaner.com.
Yep.
So haha. And you know what I do? You know what I do when it wears out too fast? I flip it over and then I use the other side. And then when that wears out too fast, I just put another nice cheap rubber in there and get through the next day of work. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? I gotta have top flight rubber all the time. I gotta have the Firestone rubber in my squeegees, even though I should be changing them every fucking day. But whatever. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, I'm not too concerned about rubber.
Nobody cares about what Mark's got to say. We'll see you next week. Peace.
I can't get ammonia. I want